Hi, I'm JoAnne Flynn. I'm a distinguished professor and chair of the Department of Microbiology and Molecular Genetics at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine. I'm thrilled to be an organizer of the Keystone Symposium on Tuberculosis for 2025 with my co-organizers Brian Bryson from MIT and Henry Mwandamba from the Malawi-Liverpool Wellcome Trust Research Program. We've put together an outstanding program featuring cutting-edge research on tuberculosis. The theme of our Keystone Symposium is heterogeneity in tuberculosis. This is a subject very close to my heart. It's something I've been working on for many, many years, along with many other people in the field. And so it's really great that the subject of this symposium is heterogeneity. Over the past decade or more, it's become really clear that tuberculosis is a complex and heterogeneous infection and disease. And this is true from both the host side and the microbe side. And so we really tried to capture that in this meeting. And I think this is really probably the first meeting that really focuses on the heterogeneity of tuberculosis. We cannot solve this problem of TB without embracing heterogeneity, both in basic research, animal models, and in clinical studies. So we have a diverse group of speakers that will present new and compelling research on heterogeneity across the spectrum of TB research, including host responses, bacterial genetics, and virulence factors, clinical outcome, drugs, and vaccines. Embracing this concept of tuberculosis is not just active TB or latent TB, but that all aspects of tuberculosis are really related to how complex and heterogeneous this infection can be, both at the local level, at the population level, at the bacterial level, in all aspects. And we really try to capture all aspects of that because it directly impacts on treatment and vaccines. So our keynote speaker is Cliff Berry at the NIH, and he's a leader in the field of bacterial genetics, drug development, and clinical studies, and was at the forefront really of 20 plus years ago, recognizing that TB is a complex and heterogeneous disease and infection. Our sessions include the spectrum of TB in animal models and in people, including the importance of MTB infections in those with HIV, since it's the major killer of people with HIV. In addition, we have sessions on the emerging field of spatial heterogeneity, which is so exciting in tuberculosis because it is very much a spatial disease. Bacterial heterogeneity and how that might influence outcome, and the incredibly diverse immune responses in tuberculosis. And our final session is on translational research in the TB field, including new developments in drugs and vaccines. So I think we're really covering basic to translational research, really focusing on the complexities of TB. I think all the sessions will be very exciting. I love the insights that are coming, especially from these newer spatial technologies. We know that all the sites that are of infection are not the same, even in the same host. And so understanding that heterogeneity within a single host is critical, but as well as understanding it across a host. And so I think these insights will be critical as we move forward and try to combat this incredibly important and dangerous infectious disease. So like I said, we really bring together researchers across the full spectrum of TB, from bacteria to host to clinical applications, field studies, clinical studies, and to really try to marry all that together. And what we think that this will help with is to allow the participants and speakers to gain new ideas from the talks across these different areas of TB research. And they're all focused on heterogeneity and complexity of TB. And so how can these insights that come from the talks, from the posters, et cetera, really start to inform the next stage of research in this in the disease of TB, and hopefully provide outstanding opportunities for our early career investigators as they launch their own research program. In terms of opportunities for our early career investigators, our next generation of scientists, students, people earlier in their career, in addition to our scientific sessions, we have really great things planned. So short talks will be selected from abstracts for each scientific session. In addition, we'll have afternoon sessions for talks chosen from abstracts. So there are great opportunities for attendees to present their research. Of course, we'll have the poster sessions, which are always interactive and really great opportunities for meeting people and telling them about your research. But in addition to those, we are holding, I think for the first time, an afternoon panel discussion on how to sell your TB skills and knowledge to bridge to other research disciplines and careers. Let's say you did your graduate work in TB, but you're thinking now, how could I transfer that knowledge to another subject, another discipline, another career? And we're going to have a panel discussion about that. So that should be really exciting. We also have a career roundtable session one afternoon. And, keep in mind that our speakers and attendees are from academia, industry, and the clinic, and from all over the world. So there are really multiple opportunities for meeting people, networking, and getting new ideas. And we really encourage you to take advantage of that. The most important thing to keep in mind is that TB meetings are fun. We are a really interactive group. Boston is a great city. These are smaller meetings than some, sort of larger, less focused meeting. And so you really have an opportunity to meet with anybody that you want to meet with. All the speakers, all the attendees, they'll all be around the entire time. It's very much a meeting where people really get together. The poster sessions are jammed. I mean, it is great how interactive they really are. And so we encourage everyone to attend, reach out, make new contacts, network, and find new collaborators. So please submit an abstract. There are travel grants for the meeting, and all the information is available on the Keystone website. We really hope to see you there, and we look forward to a really fantastic meeting.